So the brand new Forza Horizon 2 expansion is out, and it is the first ever expansion for Forza that is on both the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. So, I got an interesting message last week from a viewer named Little Big Bobby, who thought we should put together a comparison between the Xbox One version and the Xbox 360 version. He's actually the person who actually helped me film the Xbox One compared to the Xbox 360 version of the base game, and he thought it'd be a good idea to do that for this game as well. So we did! He actually went in and got all of the footage for me on the Xbox 360, so massive props to him for spending some time and going to get all of the footage that I required to put this video together. So to say thank you to him, there is going to be a link to his channel in the description down below. If you guys could go over to his channel, subscribe, check out his stuff, and just say thank you from the Air 12 Army, that would be very cool. So anyways, let's jump in and talk about the differences between these two very similar games, actually. So the first one is the car list, and there's actually no differences whatsoever. The 10 core cars are all actually exactly the same. The Fast and Furious cars that you actually drive, those are all the same. Same thing goes with the Huracan, absolutely the same. The only difference where the car list actually varies is on the showcases. The showcase missions where you get in some like random cars. I believe there's one on the Xbox One where you're down at the docks and you use a GT500. That one on the Xbox 360 I've heard is a Plymouth, I believe. That might be wrong, but I know it's not a GT500. So the main core cars are all the same, but the showcases are a little bit different. Another sort of minor difference that you guys actually told me in the comments of all of my Let's Plays was the reward boards. On the Xbox 360, apparently there's 130 reward boards. I haven't played the Xbox 360 version, but that sounds like a lot. On the Xbox One, there are actually 20 reward boards, so in comparison, there's quite a big difference when you have to go and get all of them. Another really big difference, and a big change for the Xbox 360 version, is the first time ever the inclusion of the docks. If you remember the first video that I did, comparing Forza Horizon 2 on both consoles, the Xbox 360 version, the docks weren't open. You couldn't even drive down there. I made a big point in talking about that, and now they've actually opened up the docks on the Xbox 360 version, which is actually really cool. But the docks themselves are kind of different. Here I am in the Xbox One version just driving down, and you notice when compared to the Xbox 360 version, there's like these lanes that you just drive up of, and there's not really anywhere to go. On the Xbox One version, excuse me, you guys may have seen some of my videos where I'm just drifting around at the docks, drifting on the top of the docks and all on top of all the crates, and you can't actually do that on the Xbox 360 version, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they decided to sort of change the layout of the docks. Same thing goes for the big jump in the middle. That on the Xbox 360 version isn't actually a jump, but more or less like a climb up a hill. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not a jump. There's also another really big glitch on the Xbox 360 version. There's actually, I got this probably sent to me, probably around 10 times. If you go to the back of the docks and you start going down towards the lighthouse, it gets very bumpy, and that happens. Yeah, I got that sent to me so many times. For whatever reason, the road isn't smooth back there, and your car just bounces everywhere. On the Xbox One version, this is what it's supposed to be like. Just perfectly smooth. I don't know how that happened on the Xbox 360 version, but it did, and it's really weird, but it's a thing. It's a difference between them, and I thought it was worth mentioning. So, yeah. Anyways, next big difference is the golf course itself. So, if you remember on the Xbox 360 version, the full game, you can actually drive up to the golf course, but you can't go in the golf course. You can drive up just the road, but you couldn't actually drive on the green itself. On the Xbox 360 version, you can't even do that anymore. When you go up to the golf course, you're faced with this sort of roadblock. Bobby here opened up his map, and he noticed all of the roads around there were all blacked out, including like the highways and stuff you can sort of see. He was like, well, the roadblock doesn't block me. I'm just going to drive through it. And that didn't really work out very well, because the game just sort of respawned him outside, which wasn't great. On the Xbox One version, though, no roadblocks whatsoever. You can just drive straight on up, and even more so than that, if you decide to get bored like I do, turn off the road, start going off-road, get into the golf course, start doing some donuts in front of the golf course. You can go drive on all the greens and everything like that. I did even a rally race in the armored truck sort of thing, and that was really fun. That was on the middle of the greens. That was cool. Anyways, another difference is the NOS between the two games. For whatever reason, on the Xbox 360, the NOS runs out very quickly, and it's kind of weird. If you look here, how quickly it just goes away. On the Xbox One version, it takes a really long time to actually use up all of your NOS, which is kind of interesting. Also, another thing that I actually got told by you guys is that NOS is only available in something like 2 races. This final race, actually, you don't get NOS, and I've been getting a lot of messages saying, Nick, I can't beat the final race, I don't have NOS, it's too hard. So that's been a common complaint, that there's no NOS in a lot of the races, and it makes it quite difficult, that final race. I must say, though, the final race, that little showcase at the beginning, looking at all the cars, is a lot cooler compared to the Xbox One version, where it just sort of starts up like a normal race. So, there you guys go. Those are the differences between the Xbox One version and the Xbox 360 version of the Fast and Furious expansion. Not as many differences as I was expecting, but it really sucks that you can't go to things like the golf course. I don't really know why that would be closed other than just being annoying. That's what it is. It's just annoying. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Oh, I lied. Oh, balls, poo's coming out.